Hey, everybody, welcome into the Farm2Table Show, Homestead Sunday hangout. And here we are. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, bro.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Hi,
Uh,
Rebecca. Glad to see you over here. And
yeah,
Yeah,
tell some.
there's some
Where am I
I'm
getting
getting.
back?
I don't know. I don't know. All my stuff is, 5x5. All my other stuff's off. I don't know. So, I don't know.
Rebecca, does it sound like a chipmunk, or is that
He asked if I sound like a chipmunk.
yes? Is this some joke?
That's terrible. I hope.
I must
I must
say,
say,
I like
I
it.
like it.
Yeah.
I think you
I think
might
you
just
might
say
just
chipmunk.
Well, it could happen, I shaved I trimmed the beard back this morning, so maybe that's got it all messed up.
I
I
guess so.
guess so.
Man, we
That's
got
what
some
Man, that's
through here.
very
What?
good. What?
I don't know. You're cutting in and out too.
Okay,
Okay.
I know
I'm
what to do about that.
Yeah. Anywho's, Rebecca, how you doing up there? Y'all have y'all gotten past all the weather and everything? Got some of this heat and sunshine like the rest of us? But anyway, she's laughing at us though. But anyway, uh, so yeah, we got a few people in watching, but see who's joining in on the chat. But hopefully everybody moves over. We'll see. Some of the guys come in. I know Robbie and them's wrap their live up and or wrapping up, and I know that there's Joy. Yeah, give us back Memorex, Ryan. Oh, thanks, Joy. Oh, I don't know if that's I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah. Uh, but anyway, Memorex, Ryan. I have to remember that. All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
because you sound like a chip.
I don't know what's going on. Because, none of my stuff has been messed with. Let me go over here and look. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah,
Anyway,
I don't know. Maybe.
sounding like a chip. I think it's hilarious.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it's cool. So, what's going on? I don't know.
Obviously.
I know, right? That ain't fair.
I don't know, man. What do you guys say? Do you think we ought to keep uh, Chipmunk Ryan, or do you want the old Ryan? My vote is Chipmunk.
Oh man, no munchkins allowed. Look at this. Cartoon voices. Oh, is that any better? Or is it still doing it?
It's like you sucked on a helium balloon before you went live or something.
Oh my gosh, because it's. I want to know what's going on here. Man, I've been having I don't know. That's crazy because everything's.
I know you got a sound channel over there.
Oh, I bet I know what it is. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I know what it is. You talk. I'm gonna fix. I'll fix it. I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
Okay,
Okay.
you have to teach me.
Oh no. This has nothing to do with so y'all guys just hang on if I can get this program to open. I've got a voice mod on an app on my computer for doing stuff, and I guarantee you that it's got my voice modified. So everybody have a good time with this while it's trying to get this opened back up. Oh my gosh. I was in there earlier today and oh my goodness, I can't wait to see the chat. New people coming in would be funny.
Hello, Miss Joy.
Oh my
Hello,
goodness.
Tracy.
Hello everybody, welcome in. We will get it.
Hello, Janet. Robbie. Hello. And of course, Scotty. Okay, so it might just be me. I don't know if he's frozen. Hey, I hear you normal now.
Bro, is that better?
Yeah,
Is that better?
yeah,
Normal?
yeah. He has to put an effect on his voice just to sound normal. Actually, the chipmunk sound is the way he sounds in person.
Those who've met me know that's not true. But no, there's an app. I have a program on my computer that can modify the voice to do different things, and it was set on banana. So I don't know what. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
And I had been messing with the soundboard earlier before we got started, and that it was turned on instead of off. And so that's why the voice sounded funny. But okay, we all had a good laugh. Welcome into Homestead Sunday, where the humor is deep tonight.
Well, apparently not on purpose, but
And my wife's even laughing. My wife even puts in hilarious. That's great. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, you're right, Tracy. New people coming in are probably rolling. Oh man. Hey, Janet Niece, good to see you. Robbie, everybody in, Scotty. Yep. Oh, that is too funny, man. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, listen. Yeah, we got rid of Alvin, but it just lets me know it does actually work. I guess that's that. I'm glad I had something funny and not one of the scary voices that's on there.
oh wow,
Yes, Brian
yeah,
had one job. That's right. I was listen. This is what happens when you call an audible on a Sunday afternoon. Uh,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
okay.
oh,
Oh, Rebecca's joining.
here.
Rebecca.
Yeah, let's bring
Yes,
Rebecca
I
in.
am.
There
You
you
had
are.
me
There you-
laughing so hard.
And that was purely accidental.
It was.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever. You know, we're up for a laugh. Anything to get it going.
I just realized something. This is the first time I've been up on your live.
It is. This is your first
Well,
time.
welcome
We didn't
to
money in the
Farm2Table
chat, but it's
Show.
the first time you've came in, and
I've come in.
we're glad to have you here. Hopefully, we'll.
Sorry
maybe-
about my glasses shining, but
Hey,
oh
listen,
well.
that's what you see. All that blue is my screen. So believe me. Anyway, for those who don't know, and I don't know all the details, I just know Jack and them had a family situation. They were headed to a hospital. I'm not sure what it is, but he said he was going to be all out of whack, and so he asked if we were willing to fill in. So I said, sure, we'll do it. So got to keep the space filled, keep everybody someplace to go. So
Yeah, I know that Robbie keeps talking about someone going live at 4, and I'm like, no.
I don't know. It's the time spaces there between Simple Acres and then Money Pit. You know, there's that time gap there. But that time of day, I'm running and gunning. I'm nowhere near the house usually.
Yeah, I am, but it doesn't work out for Nancy,
Right.
because of, she's an hour ahead of me
Right. Okay.
and stuff. So that's why I went at 2:00.
Yeah, that works. I mean, you got to go where it fits. But yeah,
Definitely.
It's yeah. Me and my wife were talking earlier just about how busy our Sundays are. You know, just how fast it flies by, and it's like, man, got up, went to church, got done from church, went ate dinner with one of our daughters and granddaughter, and then off to the thrift stores to to do our shopping that we had to do, and then go take care of her brother and some of that stuff, and then go to Walmart. Ugh. Anyway,
Kind of.
but,
I'm making a scrubby.
and so yeah. Hey, Simple Larry, Bert, and y'all guys, good to see y'all in.
I seen that name, Cody. Cody, hi.
Yeah, that's our nephew Cody, Code Man. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's he's one of our regulars now. He comes in pretty regular. But anyway, but yeah,
That's what I said
think that-
earlier.
I think
Yeah.
that's a higher pitched. I think that's a higher pitched sound.
yeah. What's up, Code Man? Yeah, and yeah, Tracy. I guess when you're talking about the time frames that Robbie was missing, she was looking for a live then. Well, I may talk to the walls, but the walls don't talk back. So
Right. So what are you working on, Rebecca?
I'm making a scrubby.
A scrubby. Okay. Tell me
Yeah,
about the scrubby. What does a scrubby do?
It can wash dishes.
Oh,
It can
wow.
scrub off. It can scrub off dead skin around your ankles. Trust me, it
Okay.
really works. I know that.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna make you jealous. Jealous, bro.
Don't you do it.
I've got two
Oh,
of
you
her
got two of them
from
from
you.
Rebecca.
Yep, from at Tin Killer. Yep.
And I see what you're doing. You got two. One should be for me, but I didn't show up. And that's what I
No, they go in. They go in pairs.
You
You get
get.
one that's like this, that's softer,
Right.
and then you
Uh-huh.
get one that's a scrubby one.
Oh, the scrubby one.
Well, now that I've got
Idea.
countertops, now that I got my countertops in and my sink and all that stuff in and working, I've got a use for these. But so yeah.
Well, it could be a keepsake, from Rebecca. I mean, she's been around for a hot minute.
It's over here in my stack from Tin Killer, which is all the business cards, stickers, coin, everything I got from Tin Killer, sitting right here on this stack beside the computer. And it's yeah, it'll eventually make its way into getting used because I can't, I know how I am with those things. So.
There are some people that have not used their scrubbies, and it says, please use your scrubbies. Wash your dishes with them. They really work good. They do.
Yeah. And I've used them before. Not sure, but I mean I've used something similar to those before, and so yeah, it does work. But anyway,
so if we're digging down into that topic, I would like to know. Okay, what is the care instructions for your scrubby? What do you have to do to it? Anything?
Just throw them in the wash machine and don't use bleach.
And don't use bleach. There you go.
Because this is cotton. This is cotton yarn.
Simple enough. Simple enough. Absolutely. Hey guys, the link to the panel is pinned on the top. If y'all want to come in, it's pinned up there. We've got room for more people on here. Enjoying talking with Rebecca and watching her do her thing. It was kind of cool to watch her do Jack's hat out there at Tin Killer. It was cool to watch her do that over that weekend. But
so. Just out of curiosity, almost every time I see you, Rebecca, you've got something of that nature in your hand. How many? Do you ever take a break?
When I sleep.
Oh my gosh! And you don't sleep, huh?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do sleep. Only to sleep.
That's when she stops. Is when she sleeps.
Okay.
When I sleep.
Yeah, Joy put in there, Joy Bartlett commented that they're also good to use on auto to get bugs off the windshield and bumpers. So there you go.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
a
good.
big deal.
I got a big chrome bumper full of bugs right now. So, but
right.
drive home in the mountains at night, it kind of tends to throw bugs. But,
and then, of course, if you go to my live that I had today, you're going to see a really huge blanket in a very small package that I've got to find a bigger vacuum sealing bag because that's too small.
Wow. That's
yeah.
Yeah, so say the bigger it gets, the harder it gets to find those things. That's for sure.
Yes, it does.
Scotty, you talking about her or are you talking about yourself? Sleeps for 2 to 3.
In fact, Lone Cross Scotty and his lovely wife,
Karen.
Let me show you on this. This is the blanket I made for them.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That was a California King.
Oh, my goodness.
Huge. And of course, everybody wants to know how long it took for you to make that.
That 2.5 months.
Wow.
2.5 months. That's amazing.
Scotty, she must really like you and Karen. I tell you.
I don't get it, to be honest. I just don't get it.
Karen, I don't know because she doesn't come on our show, so we don't get to see Karen often. But that's Flash Ministries, Karen, for those who
right.
About. But yeah,
right.
When I found out that was the couple, I'm like, oh, so now we have access to the other half of that. So, but now Scotty keeps us on our toes. So
for sure. So, bro, what's been going on?
Oh my goodness, man! I don't know. Doing the show, I mean, it was. It was of the Armenian flag. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
About that, Code Man. Go have dinner, man. All right, bud. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning, maybe. But what's been going on, man? I guess really, of course, the show last. We've been in the 7 steps of self-reliance. We finished step 6 last week, and step 7 this week. Multiply and mentor. I've got the show flow for tomorrow right here in front of me, already done, ready to go. So I will be live in the morning. So,
Oh, I was hoping you'd just keep us in suspense.
well, sometimes I'll give it away, but it may be that and Wednesday are probably the only 2 days that I can absolutely say I'll be there. So, and that's just because I know the schedules I have those 2 days. But so, but the rest of the days, it's kind of fun to play around and see how far I can get into it before everybody figures it out. But,
Yeah.
So,
Now,
Karen,
now you guys are going to get to watch me undo this because you're supposed to only do 14 rows and I did 15.
right, row,
Oh, we
Right row.
distracted you.
but
But
Scotty,
it's pretty easy to get it back over where I just hook this, pull it over. I'm pulling it over, those strings, and then I'm looping.
wow.
And I got 24 pegs to do. Well, managed to.
You know what, Scotty? Well, Scotty first, he said she's just as bad as him, so watch out. And that's concerning that there's, but, and then he said they might call him at the last second. That has happened. Okay. That has happened. I will say that.
Right.
Um, there have been,
just last week, as a matter of fact.
yeah, well, this last week was just, get into it and get mad again. But anyway, uh, and speaking of last second, I preached at church this morning, and I normally, I know ahead of time. I usually have stuff ready, and the closest I've been on time was 9 o'clock the night before getting a phone call, but I got a phone call at 8:30 this morning, so I had a little, and I had to be there at like 10.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was actually in the process of working on music and stuff. And anyway, I got that call. My pastor's he's got a broken tooth and it had pain shooting up, and he couldn't open his mouth and talk, so he was kind of in a pickle. So I got the call, and yeah, Robbie said if it starts at 6:01, I'm pretty sure it's live, right? That is 100% the indicator because the recording starts exactly at 6 a.m. So, yeah, but anyway, but yeah, it was cool. It was a good message. Enjoyed it. Went well, and so yeah. But it's just one of those things that kind of changed the context and course of my day. I was going to be at church anyway, but it just changed what I was doing there.
Right. So how do you do with those last minute things? To me, that's the difference between me and Ryan. Is he can generally take a topic off of the cuff and roll with it, and me, I'm like, Mister, I've got to prepare all week just for a single topic. You know.
It is. I don't know. It's kind of. I had already had the topic. I had two actually already built out and prepared, but it just wasn't the right day for that. It wasn't the right time to release those, um, and so I'd had one on my mind earlier in the week, and I just hadn't done anything with it. And so when I got that call, I got on and just built it out, and prayed that the good Lord be the one to do the speaking, not me, and let it come out. So and it, uh, yeah, pretty much it. And so it was. Well, in fact, I'd have to dig around. I would say I'd pick it up, but it's laying in my Bible right now. So as I usually print them all off. I don't. Uh, I'll print them, but then I'll have them up on digital. But anyway, it's before the fire falls. Get your house in order. So
Before the fire falls, get your house in order.
yeah.
Man, that sounds like prepare for the unexpected and keep it local.
Well, maybe, but the premise was in Acts chapter 1 and 12, verse 12 through about the 4th to 10th verse of Acts chapter 2, and it is basically between the ascension and Pentecost
I
what they
see.
what the apostles and what the hundred and what the ones gathered had to do. What all was replacing Judas. Moving forward, getting things. They weren't just waiting; they were praying. They were active. They were in one accord. They were together. They were doing all these things before the Holy Spirit came down. And so, where we need to be if we want the Spirit. So anyway, that's what it was. So, in a
So,
short synopsis. But,
so Rebecca, what do you got? You got any large projects coming up?
Yes.
Okay,
Paul,
so
I don't know if you know Paul Honeyman,
Um,
but he sent me an email. I sent him 2 hats and 4 scrubbies. He now wants me to make a baby blanket,
okay.
4 foot by 3 foot. I have to clarify with him because he wants a 2-inch white border on it.
Hmm.
So does he want the blanket 4 foot by 3 foot with the 2-inch border? Or does he want the total thing 4 foot by 3 foot?
Right. What
important.
kind of pattern are you going to go for on that one? Is it a
I'm
solid?
going to, it will be, he wants pink with white border. I'm probably just going to do a double and triple crochet.
Mm-hmm.
We know
You
nothing
know,
about crocheting besides what.
Yeah, I mean,
simple.
it's like, yeah, you can talk to me about mechanics and I can keep up with, or even construction projects and things like that. But when it comes to your yarn work there, I'm a little lost. I don't know the terminology with all of that, but I do understand 3 foot by 4 foot, and you need to know whether it's going to have a 3 by 4 with the border included, or if that's outside the 3 to 4, 3 by 4.
Right.
Yeah, that
Important
kind of,
That
detail.
that I do need to know.
That's
yeah.
that's important details. But
It is, you know, because he wants a 2-inch border around it. So I'm like, okay.
let's see. Robbie asked, "Did you make the hats like mine for Paul? I remember you were saying you were making some like it."
Hold on. I have hats in here. I make three different styled hats. Of course, I don't have any of the long ones. This hat I call inside out. Let me back myself up. This one, because of the way that it's designed,
Mm-hmm.
can be flipped
Oh,
and it
completely
changes
different
color.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is on one skein of yarn. These colors were. And what this does is it gives you 2 hats in one if you think about it.
Yeah.
This one's a very light one. And then the other hats that I make are like this, where it's got a band and then the rows.
Okay.
And what you call the top there, the band and the what?
Row.
It's got a band. So you make a band. See, like
Yeah.
if you see the difference between these two,
Uh-huh.
there's no band on this one.
Right.
This one goes on your ears.
Seems to
This
me the
one.
way you put the top, no, is it the same the way you put the tops together on that? Like they're kind
Yes.
of,
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
Yes.
those are the same. Okay,
Yeah.
I got
But this hat, you're pulling. If you look at this, it's a tube, and you
Right.
pull it at both ends to pull that together.
you. Oh, okay.
This one, if I turn this inside out, is this gets pulled. This gets looped over when you do the either a 4. I do an 18 row here, and then I take that last row and fold it over where I've stopped, and then you hook that over. So this is how I used to make hats, and I still do make these, but more people are liking these.
I know the one that she was making for Jack was like that first one, that double sided. It was green camouflage kind of color, and he could flip it around.
Yes,
Yeah, but and
it was.
Scotty's
His hat was like this.
was, uh,
And then Karen, his lovely wife, she wanted a longer hat. So I don't have any of those made because those take me 6 hours to make. They used to take me 8 hours, but now they're taking me 6 hours. And it's more of a, you do 30 on the band, and then you do 15 rows, and then you have to join those together, and then you move 2 pegs over, one on each side, and then you have this open space that you do 14 rows, and then you cut, and then you add 13, and you just keep going back and forth, and then it just keeps decreasing, and you have to sew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one
So
that one takes a whole lot longer.
it's just like anything that we do. You have to really dig deep and pardon the sounds in the background. I am in Asia. Okay. So you're going to hear things like that. But the, but when I get deep down into like coffee making, I just geek out on just like every little detail about that. I'm writing notes and logging what I do and trying to taste it and see what I could do better, or experiment with something new. Sounds to me like you're the same. You just really get into the art form of making those things. And so I have one question for you though.
Yes?
When you go to sleep at night, do you see yarn?
No.
No. It was
No.
like when I was young. When I was young, I would go into the ocean all day, and at night, whenever I would lay down, it just seems like I seen the ocean waves coming at me when I went to sleep. And so I'm thinking, I bet that's exactly how she is. But you said no.
No.
Wow. You dream about yarn.
Oh, I don't. I
It
don't
sounds.
remember. Well, or I can say I don't remember my dreams when I wake up.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's
Yeah. Most of the time I don't, but I know when I've had them. But
right.
when I do, that's not a good thing. Yeah.
Right.
But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah. So I assume, Rebecca, that you got a video coming up about the baby blanket, the 3x4 pink baby blanket. I assume they're expecting a girl. Hey, that maybe that's sexist these days. I don't know, but
Well,
but
I
I'm
do
assuming.
know that he's got his daughter is pregnant with a baby girl.
Okay.
Okay.
There you
All right. There we go. And so, but I'm not very politically correct anyway.
go. Okay.
So
Oh,
I might step on
I
some
think
toes.
I
I,
think
I don't really
men
care.
look good. I think men look good in pink. I do.
Uh, yeah. Remember back in the day, bro, whenever pink shirts for men was all the rage?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Guess what? I didn't never wear. So anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I tried it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
But when I look back on it, I'm like, how many other big mistakes did I make? Bad decisions did I make in my younger years?
Uh, oh, I don't know. I always said to people if I had something pink on, it's because I put something red with something white in the washing machine and messed up my laundry.
Right. Yeah,
uh,
that'll do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that will do it.
but
And so, bro, I know you can't talk much about what your weekend was because I think you were experimenting with something, but we're gonna put that out there is that
well,
you
I
might.
didn't get to do the experiment.
Oh,
Um,
you didn't.
no,
Oh,
yesterday, the entire day yesterday was spent helping my son-in-law working on his vehicle, and then today, when I was gonna do it, uh, well, we had a heat advisory going, and just decided it probably wasn't the best day to be sitting out uh,
do
in a cemetery getting sunburned. But hello, Chris Thompson. Good to see you in. And
Okay.
yes, Joy. Prayers for Jack and his family. I'll be praying for them.
Yeah, thank you, Joey. Yeah,
I
for
said I
sure.
don't know all the details. He didn't give me that. I just sent prayers their way. But oh no, Scotty. Poor bottom pants and platform shoes.
Um,
I
how about
might,
you?
I may or may not have been guilty of that as a
Right.
young, but
I definitely was guilty.
no, I don't mind talking about it. What I'm in the process of beginning a trip down a business, which will be cleaning headstones and possibly restoring, and then also gravesite maintenance and that kind of stuff for people. And so I've got a few that I've got to do test runs on and get some and get used to the material, the chemicals you use and everything. And so that's what I was going to be doing. Uh, and so, but anyway,
I've
that's
I've seen some videos out there on
there's a lot
YouTube.
out there. There are, and
You know,
I have watched pretty much an entire course worth of worth of videos over this. But let's see, Robbie shared on Jackson. I know it's tough for Jackson. His aunt is in the hospital and not doing well. So yeah, and
They have just been under
they've been
attack.
under attack. Yeah, it really has. And so the more prayers and So that's it. But yeah, that's the direction that Ryan is trying to go with a new business idea. Well, it's not new in the world, it's new for Ryan. But anyway, and yes, you're right, Joy. Absolutely correct. God knows. And hey, Salvage Valley Homestead, we seen you over there on the last two lives, and so good to have you
Yeah.
with.
What's your name, Salvage Valley Homestead? Now, maybe somebody mentioned it, and other people know you guys, but I don't remember you in the past. If you don't mind sharing your name and maybe even where you're from, that'd be great.
Yeah, I want to know where Salvage Valley's at. But somebody said hi, Breezy. Hey, Chris. Okay. Uh, and Hippie Callier. So Chris and them came in under Hippie Callier. So okay, good. They came in under the YouTube. But
And who is Chris for those who don't know?
Breezy. Okay, that's the name. Okay, Salvage Valley.
Well,
Chris Thompson with of course Hippie Callier Homestead, and also the founder, creator, brainchild behind the Oklahoma Homestead Rendezvous. So,
that's right, which will be coming up in September.
end of September, last weekend, and they are from northern Alberta, Canada. Awesome.
Wow, welcome in from Canada. Our brothers from the north, yeah,
Brothers and
and
sisters.
sisters.
That's it. Good
Yeah.
evening, Tony, our cabin in the woods. Glad to see you, buddy.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah. I hope you're feeling better. I know you was down and out with a little sickness for a while. So I see you've been back. You was back online with us the other day. So, I mean, you're doing a little better. And, but anyways, yeah, good to see that. But yeah, heading down that road with that, the idea being, of course, income replacement and maybe eventually being able to crawl out of a semi truck and have a little bit more flexibility of my time. But anyway, so, allow me to do the other things that I
Well,
want to do.
if it's like any other business that I've done, it's just like when you work for yourself, you actually work harder and longer hours. Now, I can't say that with you
Right.
because you really work long hours
A lot of
with your
days. Um,
and very unpredictable, very, very unpredictable. So
you know,
you might actually fare very well with that. But
yeah. Well, I mean, you'll still put in more effort. You'll still put in more labor, but it's for yourself, and so I mean, it takes a different. And either way, it's not going to be bouncing up and down. Eventually, we'll be not bouncing up and down the road for in a truck all day, tearing my back up and everything else. But anyway, yeah, yay! Can't wait for the rendezvous. I know, right? A lot of good developments happening there. A lot of things going on. A lot of buzz. Things going on there with the rendezvous. So, and I'm glad y'all are feeling better, Tony. Glad to see that. And I know they went on a little trip. I think probably got some travel sickness, maybe, or something like that. I don't know the details, but I just know he had said they'd been sick after they got back from Florida. So anyway, Breezy and Jay. Okay, so that's Salvage.
Breezy and Jay.
Yeah, from northern Alberta, Canada. Wow. Okay.
Breezy and Jay. Sometimes I have to be an association thing with Breezy and Jay from Salvage Valley Homestead.
Had to write that.
Breezy. That sounds like wind. And with wind, I live in a place in Asia that's name is Buhangan, and Buhangan means wind. And so Buhangan, wind, breezy, and Salvage Valley Homestead. I don't know if you guys are like me, but it takes a long time for me to remember people's names. I am terrible at it. And so
Yeah.
sometimes if I do a little association trick here,
That's
it
why I
has
have
to
a
trigger
note
me.
full of names and
Well, there's that. Yeah. And it should be like that.
Ryan's tired of singing the convoy song. Yes, actually, that's not even the one. I mean, that one's a fun song. Appreciate the memory there. Actually, Eastbound and Down. I'm more of a Smokey and the Bandit kind of. But for those who don't know the movie Convoy with Chris Christopherson and that song by C.W. McCall. And
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance with this crew that everybody in this room
probably
remember.
knows. Yeah.
Go back and watch it today and just see how you feel about it. It's like, well, it's not exactly as good as I remember, but
No. Anyway, said I can't wait for the rendezvous. Third trip to Oklahoma this year. I know it is.
oh yeah, Robbie, you should just move closer to us. That's all.
Yeah.
I found out that it's almost 8 hours for me to get there.
Wow.
8
That's
hours.
not going to happen.
Yeah, that's a bit of a drive.
I am the only driver.
Right.
My brother doesn't drive, so
Yeah, that'd be a rough run. That'd be a rough
too
run.
much for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But
So, we hadn't discussed it. I know last year we went live from Rendezvous,
right.
and we've made the decision this year that we're probably not going to go live uh, at the other places because there's just way too much signal problem.
Mhm.
So we haven't talked about it at Rendezvous this year, but
Yeah.
maybe we'll go live, Rebecca,
Well, I
and
mean, we'll do what
come
we,
out, spot
well,
check us.
so say probably do, what we did like at Okie, where we do the morning show on that Friday, you know.
Yeah.
So, that way, since I'm there and we're able to do it, but that'll probably be that. It's like I said, I mean, we've got better. Our situation at Rendezvous is so much better because we got a direct hard line for internet, so we can keep, the signal. But at the same token, it's the hectic, the craziness of things going on and everything. It's just it's honestly a lot easier to just you know just record and then set it up later. Yeah, mine you can never forget.
Well, that's true, Scotty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like beam me up, Scotty. No, that one was pretty easy to associate, but just so much interaction with Scotty, I couldn't think I could ever forget. So,
Yeah.
and Joy said she loved that movie once. Does that mean you only watched it once because once was enough, or
Maybe.
yeah, maybe that's what that means.
And then Chris said that would be cool. Yeah, talking about doing the show there. Yeah, um, so yeah, got to have Front Porch Friday at least. That's right, Scott. Got to have
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh, that's right, Front Porch
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, we'd
Yeah.
be there for Front Porch Friday. So
Yeah. For those who may be watching that don't know, but my brother Ryan does the Farm to Table Show Morning Edition Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it's educational and it's always related to the homestead community. And so helpful information that I couldn't even in a lifetime probably achieve, but it's good information. And we invite everybody to connect and grow with the Farm to Table Show Monday through Friday, 6 a.m.
Yep.
And hope to see you guys there.
And then there's front, of course, as everybody's referencing over there, Front Porch Friday. That's what we do on Friday morning. That's where we recap the week and kind of talk about the overall and hang out, and people can just it's the one day of the week that I don't really have to prepare prepare a lot. So do my quote of the day and do my brain buster, and of course if we're live, we have our redneck weather report. So yeah,
All right.
but got to have that. Hey, there, Duncan Family Farm. Glad to see you, Greg and Donna. Good to see you all in there.
Greg and Donna.
Yeah,
Oh, Greg.
You ready to see?
our Spyro homeboys. Hey, there you go. Look
That's
at that.
right. Oh, there. Look at that.
Right there.
And she's finished one while we were live. That's right. You see it right here, folks, on the Farm to Table Show live. And if you want to find out more about how you can do the same thing, go on over to Rebecca Touched by Yarn on YouTube.
That's right.
And so
Those only take me a half an hour from start to finish.
that's crazy. That would probably take me all day.
No doubt about it.
Longer.
Hey, there's Red Dirt Roosters, Monty and Michelle. Glad to have
Monty.
you.
Yeah, good to see you.
But where am I at? Joy was talking about the show. Said I learned a lot of helpful information. That's it.
Yeah. So do we, Joy.
So do we. And then Scotty said, join the tablers and become stronger together. That's right.
That's right. That is hashtag stronger together.
Stronger.
Hashtag tablers unite.
Hashtag shop outside the big box store, keep it or shop local, and
Local.
hashtag connect and grow, and how many other hashtags we throw out there on a daily basis. But anyway,
Right. Creating our own. I don't know if that has any good, but it sure is fun to come up with it. I don't know. I just like to play it. That's all.
Yeah.
Bro's got the hard job. Me, I'm just over there enjoying the chat every every morning, and just having a good time with the guys over in chat, and
Right.
trying to keep up with Scotty. That's a hard job,
On your what?
You know, we're going to have to child-proof the show, so Scotty don't get into things he shouldn't. But
I don't know.
chasing him around is
It's
kind of hard.
kind of interesting and exciting, actually. I don't know. Kind of.
Yeah,
I'd hashtag Jester's rule. See, there you go.
that's for sure. So
That's
new hashtag for tonight.
honestly, that's the hardest part when I'm live and reading and going through is not getting distracted by the chat, by the stuff going on over there, and especially when everybody's cracking up or they're being funny and stuff. It's really hard to ignore, and not always successful at it, but and which we do that. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I said that's part of the reason that they know whether you're live or Memorex that day,
Distraction.
whether you're distracted.
If you're distracted.
But I mean, and the funny thing is, we do. I do that first 10 to 15 minutes as the subject matter, just to, so that we get that through, so that we can pull that separate if we need to, and it is, y'all are all actually helping, believe it or not, you're helping myself and the Farm to Table show, helping us actually format out what will be a book. Which will be the 7 steps to self-reliance.
Oh, you're letting the cat out of the bag right here.
I got to start promoting, man. I got to start promoting so that they're ready to get it when it comes out. But we're going to take what will be the 7 weeks, finishing up this next week. We're going to take those show transcripts and take all of those things and put that into a format that people can have and can use. And I've got a pretty good build out on what it's going to look like. But yeah, I'm excited about trying to find time somewhere in my schedule to get that get that done. But anyway, let's see the hashtag King hippie. The chat's funny. Scotty is the man. Hashtag Scotty is the man. Chris said, "Go Scotty, go." And then let's see where we. Oh yeah, hashtag distract Ryan first. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Greg said, "Cool shirt." So,
we talking about mine?
Yeah,
yeah. I look like a tourist over here. I hate it. Touristy when I'm over here, but hey, it's some shirts that I had, and I really need to get some more shirts over here and leave them in my closet when I leave.
Newsflash, bro.
What?
They know you're not from there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, right. I get that. But, there's a difference when you go to places, I don't really like to look like the tourist because I know locally they always badmouth, oh, look at the tourists, I'm like, oh, tourists, even though maybe we're great for their economy. And I'm not just talking about Asia. I'm talking about if you go to Florida, for example, coming looking like a tourist or whatever. But they're like, oh, tourist season,
Right. Unless you're the business making the money off of it. And thank you, Chris. We'll be depending a lot on y'all's help within the community, of course, and so to get that out there because it's the only way it works. It takes us all. And the Magnum PI, Greg said that's great. Yeah, if only you were 6'2" and
well, I had that cool mustache that he had. That's a dead giveaway. It's not.
No kidding. Yeah, you got the wrong time there, bro. But okay, that's all right.
You're right. Sorry, guys. That is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That's going to be following us here in about 15 minutes, which will be Red Dirt Rooster Road with Monty and Michelle. And, go over there and check them out.
And of course, we'll see you over there in chat. So
yeah, I'll be over for a brief while, but then I get the rest of my day. Wow, yes, Breezy. And this is Homestead Sunday, and that is exactly what it is. Starting at 2:00, and working through. I know. Now, Rebecca, you said you're doing yours at 2.
2.
Bert and Cindy, there's 2 or 3 Simple Acres. I can't remember what. Robbie, you can tell me the time.
knows.
Yeah, and then I know at 5 is Money Pit Homestead. 6 is uh, uh, Wild Huckleberry, and then 7, like I said, normally Dyer Family Farms in our spot, and then followed by Red Dirt Rooster Road, and that is our typical Homestead Sunday hangout with everybody. I know there's a lot of other stuff goes on Sunday as well, and so anyway, it's going
Right.
to be.
And why are communities like that important? Because some people's like, yeah, I don't want to come and listen to you guys yak, for an hour or whatever, or hang around for Sunday. And what say you, bro, about that? I got my own thoughts on it.
Now, as far as why it's so important,
Yeah,
um,
join land like this.
well,
Yeah.
come in and join. I mean, there's the obvious to let you know that hey, you're not alone. There's a lot of other people out there doing it. But then, when you build these communities like this, whether it's online and even in person, one you create a family. I mean, it kind of becomes a gathering place, and we share ideas and we share information and kind of share in each other's lives, pray for each other, be there to help each other out, and you know a lot of our people on this are separated by, hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, and
Thousands.
geographically. But every Sunday they get together around and share and talk with each other and jump on and hang out and, let you know that you're not alone. And so, yeah. And anyway, so that's kind of my thing. Robbie Real said that Simple Acres is at 3. Okay, yeah, Simple Acres, Bert and Cindy, Simple Acres is at 3 p.m. And then, of course, Monty and them at 8 Central Standard Time on Red Dirt Rooster Road. So,
Right. Thank you for that. I just mistyped it a while ago. Yeah.
but but yeah, that's what's going on. Hashtag number 1, pray for each other. Yes, absolutely. And you know,
Yes.
and thank you, Robbie. We will appreciate the help with promotion. And like I said, we'll. There's a little more to it than just the show flows. I mean, but that's the framework and the format that's being built week by week, and y'all just got to go along for the journey. On helping us do this. That's right. And I want to read this. Look at this. This is awesome. I came to Christ all because of the Homestead community back on Easter of last year, and that, my friend, that my brother, is awesome. That is no greater testimony to the power of community than that right there.
I forgot to do this on my live. If you're okay with
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
this, I had gifted when I was on. Take that out. I was on Joel and Lauren and said, hey, let's give away a couple of hats. That's the bag that I have. So what I ended up doing was gifting, said, hey, let's give away 2 hats. So we did that. So one of the people that won that was Debbie Drop. And if I'm cry, I'm sorry, but this is touching. This is what she sent me, and she put a little something in there to help me out.
Oh.
But, hello, Rebecca. I hope
Yeah.
you are well. I wanted to let you know that I did receive the hat and scrubbies and coaster in the mail. They're not coasters, they're scrubbies. But that's okay. Okay, but I love them so much, and I am looking forward to being toasty warm this winter. I am so proud to become part of your growing community of Rebecca hats. I feel so blessed. For I started to don't do that. As I thank you and to pay it forward, I am enclosing, a little bit of money to help out on postage, because shipping things ain't cheap anymore. You are sending so much joy out to so many people. Again, thank you so much. Debbie. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Rebecca. And
Like-
everybody in this community already knows your heart. They really do. And that's kind of an excellent illustration of why communities like these are are
So important.
so important. You know, there's a lot of people that are like-minded people out there. And as I understand it, and we don't hide from this, 90% of the homestead community are Christians. And we don't, like I say, we don't run away from that. And we welcome it into the shows. Um, building these types of networks is there's a lot of people who are maybe they don't get around like everybody younger people do. And so it's a good place to hang out with like-minded people and build community that it helps me to find joy within this community. And I know we've spoken about this before, bro, but it's kind of shocking when I look back at how much uh, I've grown in the community. Never mind how much the community has grown, but I've grown in this community, getting to know people, and then when you finally get to meet them in person,
Oh, it's so awesome.
it's amazing. But here's another thing about these: you come across so many life helping uh, teachers in this community, and everybody's got a skill. Rebecca's got a skill here, and those are very valuable skills to have. And she's got the heart of a teacher, and she wants to share that with you, her love of what she does. And that's part. There are so many of those channels that are out there that are our friends that wouldn't have been if we hadn't have gotten involved with this community.
Absolutely.
And I just really want to emphasize that aspect of it. So we always say connect and grow.
That's
you
it.
know and whether you're connecting and growing with Rebecca, or you're connecting and growing with the Farm to Table Show, or so many of the channels that's over there in chat, each one of those, check them out, because they all have the heart of a teacher, and they also have a heart for Christ and for each other. So yeah, I just want.
But you think about this. I was going to use this yarn for something else, but then I thought, hey, when Mike and Terry got their trailer, I figured, hey, they need a blanket. They need a throw. So that's what this is. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it is, and I bet it keeps you warm.
This is
Are those really warm?
No, that thing keeps me way hot. that blanket is. You think about a 5-ply thick blanket yarn.
Ooh, that's heavy.
That's what the top and the bottom is, but the middle is a 6-ply, so it's even bigger.
Oh, really? I always thought they were square or rectangle.
Right.
These are a blanket yarn's kind of round. I've got some back there for somebody else that I got to make a blanket for them because they live in Alaska.
Well, they might need a little more.
At least it's not a king, it's a queen, which I'm happy about.
Right.
I got some stuff I've got to get up. We got to get up on here on the screen.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
I'd say I did it on YouTube on a channel called Creekside Chronicles, which, by the way, is an awesome channel, and they do a great job of spreading the word. And I enjoyed getting to see them the first time up at, as far as their channel, getting ready for 10 Killer, and then actually watching up there and worship with everybody at 10 Killer on that. So anyway, and he said something that he did not know in front of people. So that is totally awesome, Scotty. And Greg, let's see. If you're not subscribed to Salvage Valley Homestead, give them a click. We can help them bust 100 tonight. So yeah, that'll be awesome.
We will be there, and we'll do that.
Let me. Do you have a mod that can put it in chat?
Yeah,
if I can find it.
Yeah, you might be able to do it on your end, bro. That's the problem with we go through Restream, so we're on Facebook, X, and Rumble, and all that stuff, and so yeah, but I think Keith.
I can teach you how to put YouTube popping out the YouTube pop out chat. I know how to do
Restream.
Basically, what you do is you go to your YouTube channel, You click on your live, the live that
Yeah.
you're on right now. Well, usually I do it before because you got it in
Right.
silence.
Yeah.
You can minimize that and put it over to the right, and you'll have YouTube
Right.
chat popped out. You click on the three dots that are on the outside, and it'll say pop out chat, and you get rid of YouTube. See, I always set up my lives before I go live where I have my YouTube popped out, and you're able to see when people come in, and you don't have to show both, and you can still have that, but you have YouTube popped out, and you can see when the people come in and say hi to them.
I have to play one, bro.
Kind of nice.
I like what Robbie said here. Life would be so different if I hadn't started a channel. Hang out with everyone I've met, watch their videos, chat, salvage it. And let's see what he said. Went on to say, so many people I now call friends that I never would have even met. And that's it, you know. Yeah, we will figure out how to get, we will get that link out. I don't know how to do it right now. See if I can get into YouTube. But
I got it.
you got it, bro? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, yeah. So, yeah. And if not, like I said, I'm in Salvage Valley Homestead, and so, yeah. So Keith's on that. We'll get that up here in just a minute. And trust me, Chris, when I tell you, there's so much, there's even as much as I'm on it, uh, I know there's things on this thing I don't know. So, yeah, that reached any program has a learning curve. There it is, right there. All right.
I am number
hey,
100.
All right, there we go. So,
Okay, I'm about to push the button on their channel also to become a subscriber to Breezy at Salvage Valley Homestead.
there we go.
And boom, there it is. You got
There
enough.
we are. It says 99, but it's
So, all right, we got more popping in.
it will
Scotty
change to
just
100.
subbed, and so they'll be Breezy and Jay, Salvage Valley Homestead. Y'all guys gonna be getting some pop ups, right? Getting some growth, getting some number changing.
Well, they are at 103 subs right now, so congratulations for the 100.
I will go over and play a short later. And
We actually we broke 850 today. We hit 851. So today finally broke through the 851.
I mean, that was like a hard ceiling for some
It
reason.
was for a while. We were hanging right there underneath it for quite a few weeks, and so yeah.
the thing I'm trying to do is get to 1,000 before my birthday,
Already, and
which is July
You
26th.
better get going. Where are you at right now? Check it.
I'll check.
there you go. Let's see, where are we? I'm gonna go over and check.
I'm at 961, but I did have two other people that had joined that they've kind of taken away
They do.
from me.
I
I was at
Yeah. We're at 853 now, right now.
Okay, thank you for whoever subbed.
Yeah, for all your stuff, thank you. But it's weird, and even on the watches on the video, like our watches will spike up, and then they'll take a bunch of them back, and I don't get it. But anyway, well, listen, I'm looking at the clock over there and realizing we are wrapping into the last minute and a half. We need to be able to get out of here so that Red Dirt Rooster Road can get their live starts at 8. So I want everybody to be able to go over there. So Red Dirt Rooster Road, that link is back up in the chat. Even though the time was wrong, the link is good. So, go over and check Monty and Michelle and plenty of all of us others that'll be hanging out over there. And so anyway, and so always good to have new faces in. Always good. Rebecca, thanks for joining us for the first time.
Not a problem.
Enjoyed learning a little bit more about what you do there. I mean, I've seen it, but actually to kind of get a little more explanation on the details. And anyway, Monty, Michelle, thanks for dropping in. And yeah, see you over there in just a few minutes.
Well, see you over
again,
there.
Everybody. I know I don't have everybody's, I didn't write everything down like Jack normally, or well, like Dina does. But thank you, Rebecca, for joining us. But anyway, the prayers for Jack Dyer and his family, and continued prayers for a lot of the others in here that are recovering. Code Man, our nephew Cody. I know Scott still in recovery. doing things on some of his recent stuff going on, and I'm sure there's plenty of others that I don't know. Continue prayers, a prayer for our country right now, prayer for this world, because it is crazy out there right now, and a lot of things going on in the world globally that are a major problem. But anyway, everybody, God bless. Yes, you found a community that supports each other so well. Yes, thank you, Robbie. Everybody, be a blessing to someone each and every day, if it's just a smile. Okay. Hashtag stronger together. Hashtag connect and grow. And yeah, all those other hashtags we talked about. And does anyone know how to do a chat raid to the next live stream? So fun. I do not. uh,
That is.
I don't know what that is. But, chat raid to the next live stream. I'm about to figure that one out. You can either have to catch up on another time, because we are over and they are started over there.
Breezy, just real quick. If you click on that link above there and you go over there and join us, then you can explain that to us in chat.
Over
We'll be
there.
able to figure that out.
Absolutely. Thumbs
Yeah.
up. Hashtag strong together. Again, everybody, be a blessing. And we're going to let Hank take us on out of here, because it wouldn't be right if we didn't.
No humans were harmed in the production of this podcast.